Brother Common. Peace. What's up in the shy? Thanks to my brother Rhyme Fest. I want to thank Complex Media and Miller Fortune for putting this whole event together. And it's nothing like being able to come home with something that you care about and get to be around the city that you care about and be around people that you care about. Some you grew up with, some you seen along the way, some you met in business now today. I ain't mean to make that rhyme, but it just rhymed, you know. But it's a blessing to be here. And I gotta first thank the person who I feel like is the reason why this album is made, and that's my brother No ID. Dion made this possible by first us just sitting in the studio in his basement, and we were talking about life. I was kicking him this rhyme, and he was like, man, we gotta do more than just the music. And I was like, man, we got the foundation and da-da-da-da. Nah, we gotta do more than just music. So we came, as the discussion went on, we started talking about what was going on here in Chicago and how tough the situation is. And we came with the thought that nobody's smiling. But we didn't want people to stay in that situation. That's not what type of people we are. As Fest said, we activists, we active. We want change. So we was thinking of Nobody Smiling as a call to action, saying we're not going to ignore this problem. We're not going to act like we're not a part of this. You know, because in some ways, as we all know, through my journeys as an artist, sometimes people felt I was separated from the crib, but Chicago always been in my heart. And this album is a chance for me to give back in ways that I never have before. So one of the things we talked about was just connecting with some of the artists that's from Chicago that may not have been on a larger scale, but they're still out there with talent. And I was able to do that with this album. On the album I had Little Herb. On the album I got Dreezy. That's two Chicago artists that I'm really geeked about, and Malik Yusef. But more than just the people I got on the album, I just wanted to embrace our city and give back to our city. And that's what this album is. It's a piece of work that me and No ID did as part of a movement. It's a soundtrack to a movement that we are active in giving back. And we don't know all the answers, but we want to help. And we here. And that's what this album is stating. So Nobody's Smiling, y'all. I'm gonna go through a lot of the songs. All these beats started in Dion's basement in his big old house in LA that he got now. But that's where we started. And it's something, because this is 20 years, I put up 3. This is 20 years ago we made I Used to Love Him. And that record came out. So to reconnect full circle with No ID and be out on Artium, which is his label, on Def Jam, which he's an executive at, and for him to sign me and him to produce the whole album, it just shows the journey we've been through and how we can stick together even through our trials and tribulations.